Hey, Grandpa Rick, can we maybe I can pick what we listen to next? You know, we've been in the ship for like 3 hours now.
Well, Morty, that entirely depends on whether or not you have the mental capacity to pick something I would be willing to listen to.
Well, what about Logic?
Logic?
You not fucking with Logic, bro? You know what I'm talking about?
Morty, calm down. Of course I love Logic. Who doesn't like Logic? I mean, you gotta be a fucking idiot if you don't like Logic. But the question is, what logic are we talking about here?
Wait, what do you mean?
Well, are we talking about mixtape logic or album logic?
What does it matter? I mean, logic is logic.
Morty, it matters very much.
I don't know, Rick. I mean, album logic?
Morty, I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to decline our request.
What? I mean, Grandpa Rick, are you saying you don't like Logic albums?
Morty, if that's what I was trying to say, I would have said it. Don't come at me like a little punk-ass motherfucker. Don't try to come at me, Morty. I'm saying that he's got a plethora of music that varies from mood to mood, Morty, okay? And I'm saying that I'm in the mood to turn some shit up, Morty. You know, I'm not in the mood for a message about how I can be whatever I want or, like equality and everybody and all that shit, all right? Just want to hear some fucking about titties, throwing stacks on some ass, you know, just some good old fucking ATL style club rap, Morty.
Jeez, Rick. I mean, Logic, he turns stuff up on his albums too, Rick, you know? He turns shit up.
Morty, shut up. I'm simply implying, I want some shit I can turn up on this ride to Klazablar planet in Sector G9, okay?
All right, jeez, okay.
So, so meet me in the middle, Morty. Give me some of that Bobby Tarantino shit.
Bobby, tell me who really bad it, bitch. I doubt it. Not a single person work harder than Bobby. Just wrote a novel starring in a movie, built another business while you at the party. Ain't one of them.
Hey everybody, it's Charlie. Surprised that we got some new Rick and Morty. So this is a collab between Logic, Justin Roiland, and the Rick and Morty people for the release of a new mixtape that he's doing. I'll explain what's going on with that. If you're not familiar with him or you don't listen to his music, you'll probably remember him as the person who sang at the party at the end of the Vindicators episode.
Putting this awesome party together and for booking one of the hottest talents out there, Logic!
Oh, yeah.
Look at that. Jeez, I must have planned a whole party. Invited a bunch of people. Not bad, Drunk Rick. Not bad.
Are you ready? There's a choo-choo train, man. He's rolling down tragedy. Everybody knows.
Which, what a coincidence, because they dropped a new Vindicators story, they cut a pixel art promo that I attached to the beginning of this video. So I'll explain the Logic promo, then I'll explain the new Vindicators story that they just dropped. But if you're finding me for the first time, be sure to subscribe to get all the videos. We're still waiting to hear more on Season 4. I've already done a video with some of the cast talking about what's going on with that, so I'll add links for that at the end of this. But the whole thing with the Logic promo is that he's just arguing with Morty about which version of Logic is better, album Logic, mixtape Logic. The mixtape they're referring to is the original Bobby Tarantino mixtape from back in 2016. The new one that they're promoting is just the second mixtape. That's why it's called Bobby Tarantino 2. The album Logic that they're referring to is the album from last year, Everybody, which was a #1 seller. So it's, patting themselves on the back and having a little bit of fun just promoting this new album. It's pretty surprising that Justin Roiland does stuff like this on the fly. He was at a conference talking about the music of Rick and Morty a little while ago. They just won 2 Annie Awards. If you didn't know, they won Best Episode for Pickle Rick, which is probably the bigger award, and Best Writing for the Rick Lantis mix-up.
And the Annie goes to Rick and Morty, Ryan Ridley, Dan Gutterman.
Obviously, thank you to Asifa and the rest of the nominees. Sorry, I'm all spaced out right now. The rest of the nominees in the category, as well as the rest of the writers on Rick and Morty, obviously Dan Harmon and Justin Roiland, the creators of the show.
So I don't think we need to worry too much about Season 4 ever happening. It just sounds like they're on some sort of break right now. The new Vindicators story that they just dropped is set after the Vindicators episode of Season 3, and it's an alternate reality version of the team coming to take Rick and Morty on an adventure. So that means that Vance Maximus, Supernova, Alan Rails, Million Ants, Crockeybot, they're all back.
It's not all bad, though. They were spared having to see their grown son wear a whistle. God damn! Thanks, Noob Noob. This guy gets it.
Basically, an Avengers Infinity War Infinity Gauntlet parody with Noob Noob taking Thanos' place, assembling what they call the Infinity Balls. I'll read the backstory here, but imagine Noob Noob becoming the Thanos of the Rick and Morty multiverse. So remember, he's going by the name Boone. He just reversed his name, so instead of Noob Noob, it's Boone. But Boone was once small and weak, and despite all his training, he could never get strong enough, big enough, hard enough, until he learned about the Infinity Balls. So, many sexual innuendos here. A shortcut to obtaining the power he desired, if only he could get his hands on some balls. So he searched the multiverse, cruising for balls, hunting down balls, grabbing balls wherever he found them. If his hands were full, he'd fill his pockets with balls. He'd even put balls in his mouth, every crack and crevice filled with balls. But soon he consumed too much power, played with too many balls. Now mad with power, Boone will stop at nothing until he possesses all the Infinity Balls with which to bedazzle his Infinity Glove, and with the glove, turn the entire multiverse into one big ball pit for him to play in. So while they're chasing down Noob Noob with the Infinity Gauntlet, they go to a bunch of different Season 3 locations, like they go back to the Mad Max planet, they go back to visit Pickle Rick, they even go back to visit Scary Terry. Rick finally starts spamming the button on the Meeseeks box, and they take him down. But if you guys don't read the Rick and Morty comics, they publish them pretty regularly. They're supposed to be non-canonical, like they call them the non-canonical adventures of Rick and Morty. But the next big story that they're doing is for Chrombopulous Michael, so you can get this on Comixology or like wherever you buy comics, no worries.
Children, animals, old people, doesn't matter. I just love killing.
But if you remember the end of the Vindicators episode, Supernova crawled away vowing revenge. Although, as you can see from like the evil Morty twist during Season 3, they're not super urgent in getting back to stuff like that, so maybe they'll address it in some offhanded way. Obviously, the evil Morty storyline is too important not to do during Season 4, but I think Supernova coming back just depends on the availability of Jillian Jacobs. I don't think we'll see that character again until the actress can come back to the TV show. But every once in a while, they will include old characters in big background shots.
Rick, Supernova's getting away!
Who cares?
But she was trying to kill us!
Morty, 20 people try to kill me every week. I end up getting high with half of them. I mean, check it out, Gearhead's here.
Well, that's gonna shoot through me.
So we'll see, but let me know in the comments which characters from Season 3 do you want to see them bring back during Season 4. If you haven't seen it yet, click here for that Season 4 update from the producers, and you can click here for the Season 4 teaser. Thank you so much for watching. Everybody stay awesome. I'll see you guys tonight.